Hey class, it's Miss Tuxhorn again. We're getting ready to start video 3. You should have the paper that says video 3 at the top, and we're on the side with the video. Before I give you the opportunity to continue on your own, I would like you to hang with me for a minute while we talk about estimating with 5 and 6 digit numbers. So, remember, according to the directions, we're going to estimate first, then solve in a place value chart, then 3, use the standard algorithm, and 4, check your answer. Let's begin. We're looking at a problem that has 6-digit numbers. So when we're estimating, we first have to decide, is it best to round to the nearest 100,000, to the nearest 10,000, or the nearest 1,000? So first we're going to look at 813,789, and we're going to round it to the nearest 100,000. That's easy. That's 800,000. Okay. If we choose to round our subtrahend, which is 788,163 to the nearest 100,000, that is over 750,000, so it would round up to 800,000 as well. Now the problem with this is that we get an answer of 0, and our answer is probably not going to be close to 0. So we're going to say, okay, let me try the 10,000s. If I can round this number to the nearest 10,000, then it would be 810,000. If I round my second number to the nearest 10,000, it would be 790,000, which when I subtract 81 minus 79, the strategy I showed you in the last video, is 20,000. So that's a huge difference between 0 and 20,000. Now I'm going to try to round to the nearest 1,000. That would be 814,000. And that would stay the same. So we have 788,000. And if we subtracted those, then I would have to really do some subtracting here and say, all right, I'm going to regroup 10 more. That's 14. 14 minus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6. And then have to regroup again, 7, make it 10. 10 minus 8 is 2, 26,000. So there's a pretty substantial difference there. Now we know that if we round to the nearest 1,000, this will be the closest to the actual answer because it's being more exact to the 1,000. So only the ones, tens, and hundreds are going to be, they will all be within like pretty much those thousands. Whereas 20,000 is a pretty big difference between 26,000. So personally, I would round to the nearest 1,000. We definitely would not round to the nearest 100,000 because there's a huge difference between 0 and whatever our answer is going to be, which is going to be around 26,000. So now if you feel confident in doing this yourself, you may pause the video and go ahead and finish. But I do want you to make sure that you're rounding to an appropriate place when you're estimating. If you would like to do this video with me, then don't pause the video and we will continue. So you're going to take our number that we're starting with and put it in the place value chart. You may now pause the video to do that. So you should have 813,789, and then we're taking away 788,163. We begin in the ones place. So we have 9, and we're taking away 3. 1, 2, 3. I have 6 remaining ones. Then we're moving to the tens place. We start with 8. Can we take away 6? Yes, we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are left? 2. Then we go to the hundreds place. We have 7. Can we take away 1? Easily. And we're left with 6. Then we go to the thousands place. We have 3. Can we take away 8? Oh dear. No, we cannot. So we have to go next to the thousands into the 10,000s place and take our 10,000 and regroup it. This is a very important part. When we count, we should get to 10,000. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. So that is how I regrouped my 10,000 into 10,000s. So I no longer have any 10,000s, and I have regrouped 10 more. So now I have 13,000s. 13 minus 8 I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I am left with 5,000s. Then in the 10,000s, now I have no 10,000s. Can I take away 8? Not at all. So I have to come over and get one of my 100,000s and regroup it into 10,000s. Please count with me. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000. There's how I got my 100,000. So now I only have 700,000s because I regrouped 10 more. Now I have 10,000s. Now I can take away 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm left with 2 10,000s. Then we go over into our 100,000s place. Now I have 7 10,000s. 5, 6, 7. I can take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm left with 0 10,000s. So my answer is 25,626 that I got in my place value chart. That is pretty close to 26,000. Now we're going to do standard algorithm. All right, in standard algorithm, we have to begin in our ones place. So 9 minus 3 ones is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6 ones. Then I have in my tens, 8 minus 6 is 2. Then I have in my hundreds place, 7 minus 1. Can I take away 1? Yes, I can. It's 6. Then I come to my thousands place. 3 take away 8. Can I do that? No, if I only have 3, I cannot take away 8. So I must come and regroup. Now I'm going to draw my little skinny lines here for my place values so that I can stay nice and precise. So I cannot take 8 away from 3, so I have to come and borrow from my 10,000s. Now I have 0 10,000s, and I regroup 10 more. This is 10 more. So now I have 10, my 10 that I'm regrouping, plus 3. So now I actually have 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. Now in my 10,000s, I only have 0. I can't take away 8 from 0, so I have to come to my 100,000s, take one of them, regroup 10 more. So now I have 10 in my 10,000s. Now I can take away 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. And 7 minus 7 is nothing. So again, I get my same answer of 25,626. The same that I got in my place value chart. And again, it is close to 26,000. Now we're going to check our answer. So we start with our answer. 25,626. Here it is. And then we're adding the number that we subtracted. So I'm going to start writing this using because there's so many digits, I'm going to start writing in the ones place. So I'm going to put my 3 under the 6. And then the 6 under the 2, and the 1 under the 6, and 8, 8, 7. And now we are actually adding the answer plus the number we subtracted so that we can get our original answer. So go ahead, pause the video, add this up, and see if you get the same answer that I do. 6 plus 3 is 9. 6 plus 2 is 8. 6 plus 1 is 7. 8 plus 5, 13. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. That is my original answer. So I got that one correct. So we do see that the larger the number, it does take us slightly longer to do the problem. However, when we get to the point that we can just do standard algorithm, it will go fairly quickly as long as we know how to regroup, which we're becoming super experts at. All right, let's move on to the next question. All right, we have moved on to the next question. So we're going to begin with estimating. So I'm reading my problem, 130,061 minus 99,066. And I can tell right away that this is going to be close to 130,000. So I'm just going to write that down right here. That is about 130,000. Now I could say, yeah, this is in the thousands round to 99,000, but it's so close to 100, and 100 is really easy for me to subtract. So I'm actually going to think of it as 100,000 because I can do this problem really quickly. 130 minus 100 is going to be 30,000. So my answer should be close to 30,000. All right, now it's your turn. I would like you to go ahead and write your first number in dots in the place value chart, and then write your whole equation in the place value chart down here. Pause the video and proceed. All right, here goes. In the ones place, we have 1 and we need to take away 6. Can we do that? No, we only have 1. I can't cross out 6. So I'm going to come to the tens place and regroup. 10 is the same as 10 ones. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I no longer have 6 tens. I now have 5 tens. So, when I've regrouped, we put 10 ones into the 1. So now I have 10 plus 1, which is 11 ones. Now there are 11 ones in the ones column. 11 minus 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is 5. Then we go to the tens place. I have 5 tens. Can I take away 6? No, I cannot cross out 6 because I only have 5. So I have to go to the hundreds place. There's nothing here, so I can't do anything in the hundreds. I have to go to the thousands. There's also nothing in the thousands, which is problematic because I need something, so I have to go to the 10,000s. Here goes. In order to get some of the thousands, we have to regroup 1 10,000. I know you're watching the video, but I would like you to count along with me, like quietly to yourself. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. And that got rid of our 1 10,000 that we regrouped. So instead of having 3 10,000s, now we have 2 10,000s because we regrouped 10 more. So 10 plus 0 is 10. But we still need to get all the way over here to the tens to subtract. So we have to regroup again. Now I'm regrouping one of my thousands into 10 hundreds. Count with me again. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So I no longer have 10,000s, now I have 9,000s. I've regrouped, and now I have 10 in the hundreds place. But because I still have to come over and subtract in the tens, I'm going to need to regroup again. So I have to regroup one of my hundreds into 10 tens. Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And now I no longer have 10 hundreds. Now I have 9 hundreds. And I'm putting 10 more in my tens place. So this 10 plus this 5 is 15. And we can see we now have 15 tens. I try to do that in colors so you can make sure you were seeing the right thing. 15, I can now definitely take away 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. So 15 minus 6 is 9. Now we can go to our hundreds place. I have 9 hundreds. I can take away 0. That's the same. I still have 9 hundreds. Then I go to my thousands place. And I say, okay, now I have 9 thousands. Can I take away 9 thousands? Yes, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm left with 0 thousands. Lastly, we have to go to our 10,000s. So we have 2 10,000s. Can I take away 9 10,000s? Nope, this is a crazy regrouping problem again. So I have to take my 100,000, because it's the next place over, and regroup it into, we know how many? 10 10,000s. Count with me. It might seem silly since you're at your desk, but count with me. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000. Whew! This is a really long problem, Miss Tuxhorn. We no longer have 1 10,000 because it has been regrouped into 10 10,000s. So 10 10,000s plus the 2 that are already there is 12 10,000s. So I'm going to cross out and put 12 10,000s. Now I have 12 10,000s minus 9 10,000s. Got to cross out those 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm left with 3. Whew! 30,995. That was close to 30,000. Man, I hope you had a nice clean page there, because that's a lot of math there. Lots of regrouping, which means when we do it in standard algorithm, we're definitely going to need to have our nice clean place values, because it's going to be a lot of regrouping. So I'm drawing my place value lines. I hope you are too. All right, I'm going to zoom in and we'll begin. Alrighty, we're in the ones place. 1 minus 6. Can I do it? No, I can't take away 6 if I only have 1. I must go to the tens and regroup. Instead of 6, we now have 5 because we're regrouping 10 more into the ones place. And 10 plus 1 is 11. So 11 minus 6 is 5. All right, now we're going to the tens place. Here's where our problem really arose when we were doing it in the place value chart. 5 minus 6. We cannot do that. So we go next door and we say, oh, can't borrow from a 0, there's nothing there. And we go to the thousands, can't borrow from a 0, there's nothing there. So we go to the 10,000s and say, yep, I can regroup from a 3. I'm going to take that 3 10,000s. I'm going to take 1 10,000. And I'm going to put 10,000s in my thousands place. We still have to make it over to our tens place. So I have to say, all right, I've got 10,000s now. If I take one of those thousands, and now it's 9,000s, and I regroup 1,000, I have 10 hundreds. But I still need to get to the tens place. So I have to say, all right, I know that if I take one of these hundreds, now I have 9 hundreds, and I'm regrouping it, and now I'm putting 10 more tens in the tens place. I say, okay, now I have 10 plus 5 is 15 tens. So now I have 15 tens all the way up here. I'm trying to subtract 6 tens. So I'm going to use my strategy of counting up. I'm starting at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there are 9 spaces between 6 and 15. 9. 15 minus 6 is 9. Then we go next to the hundreds place. 9 minus 0, that's easy. 9. Then we go to the thousands place. 9 minus 9. Again, I can do that easily. I've got nothing. And then we go to our 10,000s place. And you might remember from earlier that we had to regroup here because we couldn't take 2 minus 9. So I had to go to the 100,000s and say, okay, 100,000 is the same as 10 10,000s. So I have 0 100,000s, 10 10,000s, plus the 2 that are already there is 12 10,000s. Hope you can write really small. And I can say, all right, 12 minus 9 is 10, 11, 12, that's 3. And 30,995 is about 30,000. So I'm going to check my answer. 30,995. I'm going to make sure that I'm aligning up my numbers right underneath it. So I have 6 in the ones, 6 in the tens, 0 in the hundreds, 9 in the thousands, and 9 in the 100,000s. And now we are adding, because if we add our answer to the number that we subtracted, it should equal the number that we started with. So our answer should be the number that we started with. So 5 plus 6 is 11. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 6 is 16. 9 plus 1 is 10. And we say, all right, 9 plus 1 is 10 again. And 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13. And 130,061 is the number that I started with. And I am just becoming a champion subtractor. And so are you. Good job. All right. I would love for you to try this next one on your own and then watch me. I'm going to actually go through it even quicker than last time. And mostly concentrating on regrouping in standard algorithm and as an estimate. So everyone pause the video and do the last problem, then unpause the video and watch it to make sure that you're correct. All right, when I estimate today, I'm going to choose to round to the nearest thousands. So I have 54,000 and I have 49,000. And my tactic that I'm using here, I know there's going to be 3 zeros, and I'm going to say, what's 54 minus 49? I'm just going to count up. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Should be about 5,000 as our answer. Then I'm quickly moving to my place value chart. I just want to point out that I did start over here in the 10,000s. There is no 100,000s in this place value chart because there's no 100,000s here. All right, in the ones place, I have 0 ones. I cannot take away 8, so I immediately must regroup my 10 into 10 ones. As I do that, I no longer have 6 10s, but I have 5 10s and 10 ones. 10 minus 8 is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I go to my tens place. I have 5. I cannot take away 7, so I must regroup again. I have 100. I'm regrouping it into 10 tens. Now I only have 200s, and I have 10 more tens, so I have 15 tens now. 15 minus 7, I'm going to count up from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. I need to cross out my 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm left with 8, so my subtraction was correct. Then we go to the hundreds, and I say, okay, I've got 200s. Can I take away 500s? Nope. I sure can't, so I gotta come to the thousands and regroup 1,000 into how many hundreds? 10. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. We no longer have that 1,000, we now only have 3,000s. We've regrouped 10 more, and 10 plus 2 is 12. Now I have 1,200s. I say, okay. 12 minus 5, I can cross them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm left with 7. I can also count up from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I still get 7. Then I come to my thousands. I have 3 thousands. I cannot take away 8 thousands. I'm on a regrouping mission, and I say, okay. This 10,000 is going to be 10 thousands. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. Whew, 10,000. This Tuxhorn is out of breath. All right, so I regrouped one of my 10,000s. Now I only have 4. I regrouped it into 10 thousands. So 10 plus 3 is 13 thousands. 13 minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm left with 5 thousands. And we go to the thousands. 4 minus 4, 0. My answer is 5,782, which is pretty close to 5,000. Now over here, we're going to be using our standard algorithm. When we subtract, we always start in the ones. 0 minus 8. I can't do it, man. I'm going to be regrouping again. So I'm going to have me draw my lines so we can keep these nice and orderly. I can't do that, so I'm going to say, all right, let's regroup. I take 1 10. Now I have 5 10s. I'm regrouping 10 more. Now I have 10 in the ones place. 10 minus 8, 2. Then I go to the 10s. 5 minus 7. If I only have 5, I cannot take away 7. That's too big. So I have to go and regroup from the hundreds. I'm going to take one of those hundreds. Now I have 2 hundreds. And I'm going to regroup 10 more. 10 and 5 is 15. Now I have 15 in the tens place. 15 minus 7 is, let's count up, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's 8. All right, let's go to the hundreds. 2 minus 5. If I only have 2, I cannot take away 5. I'm going to the thousands, and I'm going to take one of those thousands. Now there's 3 thousands. I'm regrouping 10. 10 and 2 is 12. There's 12 in the hundreds. 12 minus 5, let's count up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. Then we go to the thousands. I only have 3 in the thousands now. So 3 minus 8. Oh, can't do it. Nope. I gotta come to the 10,000s. Now there's 4 10,000s. I'm regrouping 10 more. 10 and 3 is 13. 13 minus 8. Counting up again. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is 5. And 4 minus 4 is easy. That's 0. So I still have 5,782 is about 5,000. So the only thing I have left to do is check my answer. When we check our answer, we always take the number that we got as our answer and write it first. We add the number that we subtracted to it, and our goal is to get our answer that we began with. 8 plus 2, 10. 8 plus 7, 15 plus 1 is 16. Put the 1 in the hundreds and the 6 in the tens. Then I add up my hundreds place. I'm starting with my biggest number. 7 plus 5, 12 plus 1, 13. Put my 1 in the thousands and my 3 in the hundreds. And I say, okay, 8 plus 5, 13 plus 1, 14. And 4 plus 1 is 5. Is that the number that I started with? Yes, it is. Super job. Yay, thanks for hanging with me another day. Go ahead, flip it over. You're doing this side for video 3 on your own today. Good luck, and make sure your name and the date are on both sides. You've been awesome.